A day in the life of homeschooling. Now, homeschooling is as hard or as easy as you make it. A lot of people get into homeschooling and think it's just this dream because your child is going to be at home with you the whole entire time. And sometimes they just don't realize what goes into it, like finding curriculums and things of that sort. Now, we all have things that we can be doing and other ways that your child can be going to school. But if you choose this way, which is homeschooling, it's time for you to go all in. And some people fail to realize that because they think that either their state is just going to send them textbooks in and that's the way they're going to do everything, or they think it's just as simple as buying a curriculum online and then just letting your child go. Now, it can be as simple as buying a curriculum online and just, letting your kids be hand on and calling you if they need any assistance. But you always want to be there for that guidance that your child may need. Now, I have a fourth grader and I have a 12th grader. Now, of course, my 12th grader, he can do things on his own. When he get it done, he just let me know. He going on about his business. My fourth grader, of course, is some hand holding there, but she's pretty independent when it comes to anything. Once she get like the routine of doing things, she's fine at doing it. Now, some people think that you have to do the same thing every day, which you don't. It can be up to you on how you do whatever you do. But here's a day in my life. Just homeschooling weekly. Now, before I continue, the first semester is always between between August or September to the midpoint December, and then the second semester starts up from January to May. Now I need to make sure I change this so it won't be confusing, but basically it's school starts between August and September. Some states it's August, some states it's September. Now when it comes to homeschooling, you have to have so many days counted up. No matter if you are reporting back to your state or it's umbrella school, you have to have a certain amount of days counted up. Now, starting with my early mornings, that's when I get up. I get up sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 6:30. Basically, I get up in the morning, I make sure that I have everything together. Me eating breakfast if I'm going to work out, if I have any work that I have to complete on my end because I'm a content creator. So I'm trying to get everything back in order on my end. So basically, it's me trying to, get myself ready for the day. Now, mid morning, that's when I wake up my kiddos and I basically let them get up after I wake them up. I give them time enough to get up on their own because we don't do the whole rushing thing. So we don't rush to do anything. They have their breakfast. They may have time to watch TV after breakfast. That's whenever they get into their curriculum for the day. Now, I don't do the same curriculum every day. I don't do the same thing every day. Like, I don't have math every single day. It's math every other day, English every other day, science every other day. I don't have the same set of tasks to do every day because my kids, they get bored quick. So I have to make sure that I switch things up. And in the afternoon time, that's when we make sure that we are exercising, snacks, things of that sort. Any reading, sit down, read while I have my daughter read to me while I'm cleaning up, different things of that sort for about 30 minutes. She loves reading, so it's not a thing to her. Now, when it comes to the evening time, That's when we are winding down. She may want to read again. She may want to go on Cayenne Academy to, get some math and things like that out of the way. It's just basically a learning tool for her. We have our dinner. We may exercise again around that time if they are up to it. And the nighttime is basically we chill. Whether, they want to go on something like YouTube, they want to surf the internet, they want to watch a movie. My son, he's a streamer. My daughter, she likes to record, she likes to draw also. So that's what she likes to do. And my son, he'll stream up so long, and of course he's done. He only has 4 classes he only has 3 classes that is a must, and he has an extra one. So his streaming varies back and forth. That's what he likes to do. That's what he makes money off of doing. So that's what I let him do. And around 10:30, my daughter is in bed. She's either watching cartoons or trying to catch up on something on YouTube that she may have missed. She's out like a light. Next is my son, and next is myself. Now, I don't know why this is this huge, but basically, let me try to fix that. I don't know why it is coming off this big, but basically it shows you no matter if it's early morning, mid-morning, afternoon, evening, or night, all of them had 20% to equal up to the whole 100%. And it's basically because you have to make sure you balance out your day. Whatever you do, you can't add too much pressure. So just say, for instance, if you miss something early morning, you don't want to try to crunch it into mid-morning if you know that you can't. The whole thing about homeschooling, working from home, anything from home, you don't want to add extra stress to yourself or your kids, because it only puts you in this predicament where you're trying to play catch up, or you feel like you have to do something. Homeschooling, working from home, you are able to tailor your day around what has to be done, what needs to be done, and everything else can basically get thrown off to the side until the next day. The only thing that's scheduled when it comes to my family are doctor's appointments. Whenever we have doctor's appointments, we treat that day like it's a free day. I don't have my kids where they think they have to run back home and finish anything right then, because to me, I just don't want to push them to have to do anything, to be stressed out over something like school. Yes, we have kind of like a set way we do things, but it's not where it adds so much extra pressure to them. But basically, guys, that was my day in the life of homeschooling. If you have any questions, just let me know. And on the next one I do in about a month, I go more into detail on what we do, the different time frames. But like I said, when it comes to homeschooling, you want to make sure your kiddo is relaxed, not uptight and not knowing what to do or feeling like they're in a time crunch. I'll see you guys on the next podcast.